Have you ever wondered why no matter how hard you work, the money never seems to be enough? What if I told you that being broke is a choice, your choice? I know, it sounds shocking, maybe even offensive, but stay with me. The reality is, your financial struggles aren't about money, they're about you. The mindset, the habits, the decisions you make every single day are keeping you in the cycle of scarcity. But what if I told you that saving money, the one thing you've been told is essential, might actually be the very thing that's keeping you broke? Here's the truth, you can't save your way to wealth. The wealthy didn't get rich by hoarding money, they got rich by investing it, by making their money work for them, not the other way around. And here's where things get really interesting, in just 30 days, you can start a journey that will transform your financial life. No, this isn't some get-rich-quick promise, it's about taking powerful, strategic steps that will put you on the fast track to financial freedom. But there's more. There's one habit the wealthy practice that no one talks about. It's not about how much money they have, but how they use their most valuable asset, time. They don't just spend their time, they invest it, multiplying their wealth while the rest of us are stuck in the grind. And the best part? You can adopt this habit starting right now. So, are you ready to break free from the cycle of being without money? Are you ready to challenge everything you thought you knew about wealth, to take control, and to start building the financial future you deserve? If so, this is the video you can't afford to miss. Because once you understand these truths, there's no going back. Your journey to financial freedom starts now. Let me start with a statement that might ruffle some feathers: being broke is often a choice. Yes, you heard me right. For most people, the cycle of financial struggle is not just a series of unfortunate events, it's a lifestyle, a mindset, a series of decisions repeated over and over. And this isn't about shaming anyone for being in a tough spot financially. It's about revealing a truth that might just set you free. You see, we've been fed a lie, that being broke is normal, even expected. Society has normalized financial struggle to the point where people wear their lack of money like a badge of honor, thinking it makes them more relatable, more humble, more human. But let me tell you, there's nothing noble about poverty when it's a result of choices you can change. We've been conditioned to believe that only a select few can break out of the cycle of being without money. That it's all about luck, or about being born into the right circumstances. But this is where the lie stops. Being broke, staying broke, is a choice when you have the ability to change your habits, your mindset, and your approach to money. It's a decision made, consciously or unconsciously, every time you choose to spend instead of invest, to avoid financial education, or to remain in a comfort zone that's anything but comfortable. Imagine if I told you that the very system you think is holding you down is actually one that you can leverage to lift yourself up. The truth is, the financial world isn't set up to crush you, it's indifferent. It doesn't care about you, one way or another. But this is the most empowering fact, because it doesn't care, it also doesn't control you. You control you. Now, this might sound harsh. But sometimes, a harsh truth is what we need to hear to make a real change. The cycle of being without money ends when you decide it ends. It stops when you stop accepting that being broke is just your lot in life, when you stop making excuses and start making plans. When you stop following the crowd and start leading yourself to a different future. This isn't about privilege or luck, it's about choice. It's about realizing that while you might not control where you start in life, you absolutely control where you go from here. The cycle ends the moment you stop accepting it as your reality. So, are you ready to end the cycle? The choice is yours. Let's talk about something most people don't want to admit: your money problems aren't really about money. They're about you. It's easy to blame a lack of funds on external factors, the economy, your job, the government. But what if I told you that the real issue lies within? What if I told you that the number in your bank account is just a reflection of your mindset, your habits, your choices? Think about it. Money itself is neutral. It doesn't care who holds it, who spends it, who saves it. It flows freely, without judgment, to those who understand it. So, if you're constantly finding yourself without enough, it's not the money that's the problem. It's how you think about money, how you handle it, and most importantly, how you handle yourself. This might be uncomfortable to hear, but discomfort is the first step to growth. The way you think about money, whether you see it as something scarce or abundant, whether you believe you deserve wealth or don't, dictates how you attract or repel it. If deep down, you believe you're always going to struggle, that money is hard to come by, guess what? that belief becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. But here's the good news: if your money problems are about you, then you have the power to change them. You don't have to wait for a better job, a lucky break, or some external event to improve your finances. The change can start right now, with you. It starts by examining your beliefs about money, by challenging the assumptions that have been holding you back, and by taking responsibility for your financial situation. Responsibility is a powerful word. It doesn't mean blame, it means power. When you take responsibility for your financial situation, you're no longer a victim of circumstance. You're in control. You have the power to make different choices, to adopt new habits, to educate yourself, and to take actions that will lead to a better financial future. Here's something to consider: wealth is 80% psychology and 20% mechanics. That's right, the strategies, the tools, the investments are only a small part of the equation. The majority of your financial success comes from how you think about money, how you manage your emotions around it, and how disciplined you are in your actions. So, if you're serious about ending the cycle of being without money, it's time to stop looking outside and start looking inside. It's time to take a hard look at the beliefs that are keeping you broke, the habits that are sabotaging your success, and the decisions that are keeping you stuck. Because the truth is, your money problems are not about money. They're about you. And that's the best news you could hear, because it means you have the power to fix them. You've probably heard it your entire life: saving money is the key to financial security. But what if I told you that saving money could actually be the very thing keeping you broke? It sounds crazy, right? But let's break it down. We've all been taught to save, to put away a portion of our earnings, to stash cash in a savings account, to be frugal. And while there's nothing wrong with saving in itself, the way most people go about it is fundamentally flawed. In fact, for many, saving money in the traditional sense is a path to financial stagnation, not security. Here's the counterintuitive truth: you can't save your way to wealth. Wealth isn't about how much money you save, it's about how much you grow. And saving, by its very nature, is passive. It's about hoarding what you have, protecting it, fearing loss. It's not about growth, it's about preservation. But here's the thing: money that doesn't grow withers. When you save money in a low-interest account, especially in today's economic climate, you're actually losing money. Inflation eats away at the value of your savings, making each pound worth less over time. What's worse is that the mindset behind saving, the mindset of fear and scarcity, keeps you from taking the necessary risks that lead to real financial growth. Consider this: the wealthiest people in the world didn't get there by saving every penny. They invested, they took calculated risks, they put their money to work. They understood that money is a tool, not something to be locked away and guarded. They didn't save themselves rich, they invested themselves rich. Now, this doesn't mean you should never save. Having an emergency fund is essential, and saving for specific goals can be wise. But if you're putting all your energy into saving, if you're hoarding cash and expecting it to somehow multiply, you're setting yourself up for disappointment. Instead of focusing on saving, focus on investing, in yourself, in your skills, in opportunities that will create more wealth. Think of money as energy: it needs to flow, to move, to be active in order to grow. When you invest, you're not just protecting your money, you're expanding it. You're creating multiple streams of income, building assets, and securing your financial future in a way that saving alone never could. So, the next time someone tells you to save, consider this: are you saving to protect yourself, or are you saving because you're afraid to grow? The cycle of being without money ends when you stop thinking small and start thinking about how to make your money work for you. The real path to wealth isn't saving, it's investing. And the sooner you embrace this truth, the sooner you'll break free from the cycle that's keeping you broke. What if I told you that in just 30 days, you could start a journey that will change your financial life forever? That's right, you don't need years of waiting, hoping, or grinding to see results. The key to financial freedom can be unlocked quickly, and it starts with making just a few strategic moves today. This isn't about some get-rich-quick scheme or unrealistic promise. It's about taking immediate, powerful actions that will set you on a fast track to financial stability and growth. The best part? These actions don't require a massive overhaul of your life or a deep dive into complex financial systems. They're simple, effective, and, if you commit to them, they'll produce tangible results within a month. First, let's talk about the power of cutting the fat. Look at your current expenses and identify at least 3 things you're paying for that you don't need. Whether it's a subscription you rarely use, dining out too often, or that fancy coffee habit, cutting these out immediately frees up cash that can be redirected towards growth. You'll be amazed at how quickly these small changes add up, giving you extra money to invest or save. Next, pay yourself first. Before you pay any bills, before you spend a penny, take a percentage of your income and put it into a high-yield savings account or, even better, into an investment fund. This habit is crucial. When you make paying yourself a priority, you shift your mindset from scarcity to abundance. You're no longer just scraping by, you're building a financial cushion that grows over time. Now, here's where the magic happens: start a side hustle. In today's digital age, there are countless opportunities to earn extra income with minimal upfront investment. Whether it's freelancing, selling products online, or offering a service, a side hustle can quickly become a significant source of income. The key is to pick something you're good at or passionate about, and dive in. In 30 days, you can have your first clients, your first sales, or your first paycheck from something outside your regular job. Finally, invest in yourself. Use a portion of your newfound income or savings to learn a new skill or improve an existing one. This could be through online courses, books, or workshops. The more valuable you become in the marketplace, the more you can charge for your time and skills, leading to higher income and better opportunities. By the end of these 30 days, you'll see a noticeable difference in your financial situation. You'll have more money in your pocket, new income streams, and a greater sense of control over your financial future. The key is to start now, not tomorrow, not next week, but today. If you commit to these steps, you'll find that financial freedom isn't as far away as you once thought. In just 30 days, you can break the cycle of being without money and begin building the wealth and security you deserve. Ever wonder what separates the wealthy from everyone else? It's easy to think it's about having a high-paying job, inheriting money, or just being lucky. But here's something most people don't realize: there's a simple habit that the wealthy practice consistently, and it has nothing to do with their bank accounts. It's a habit that anyone can adopt, starting right now, and it's a game changer for your financial life. So, what is this habit? It's focusing on time, not money. That's right. The wealthiest people understand that time is their most valuable asset, far more important than money. While most people are busy worrying about their finances, the wealthy are laser-focused on how they spend their time, because they know that how they invest their time will ultimately determine how much money they make. Here's the curious thing: time and money are deeply connected, but not in the way most people think. For the average person, time is something they trade for money. They work hours, they get paid, and that's it. But for the wealthy, time is something to be multiplied. They don't just spend time, they invest it. They delegate tasks, automate processes, and make decisions that free up their time so they can focus on activities that generate more wealth. Think about it: everyone has the same 24 hours in a day. But how you use those hours makes all the difference. Are you spending your time doing things that keep you busy, but don't really add value? Or are you focusing on activities that have the potential to bring in long-term gains? The wealthy are masters at maximizing their time, and this is why they continue to grow their wealth, even when they're not actively working. Here's how you can start adopting this habit. First, take a hard look at your daily routines and ask yourself, is this the best use of my time? If you find yourself stuck in tasks that don't contribute to your financial goals, it's time to make some changes. Start delegating or outsourcing tasks that someone else can do for you. Use technology to automate repetitive processes. Free up your time so you can focus on learning, strategizing, and making decisions that will increase your wealth. Next, think long-term. Wealthy people don't just focus on what's happening right now, they plan for the future. This means investing time in activities that might not pay off immediately, but will generate significant returns down the line. Whether it's building a business, learning a new skill, or nurturing valuable relationships, these time investments are what create lasting wealth. Finally, protect your time fiercely. The wealthy are experts at saying no to anything that doesn't align with their goals. They understand that their time is limited and precious, and they refuse to waste it on activities that don't bring them closer to their financial objectives. You can do the same by being selective about how you spend your time and who you spend it with. This habit of focusing on time over money might seem simple, but it's incredibly powerful. It's the secret that allows the wealthy to continue growing their wealth while others are stuck in the same financial cycle. And the best part? You can start practicing this habit today, no matter where you are on your financial journey. By making this shift in how you view time, you'll start to see opportunities you never noticed before. You'll become more efficient, more strategic, and ultimately, more successful in building the financial future you want. The habit of valuing time over money is what can transform your life from just getting by to truly thriving.